And Dr. Biden, the First Lady, in attendance today as well, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, this is an important and interesting cabinet meeting because of who is not there, which was Vice President Harris. For somebody who has worked on women's health issues for her whole career, frankly, as a teacher, but also as the Second Lady and now as the First Lady, she said one of the things that struck her the most was the inequities in medical research, funding for medical research for women. Yes, a burden may have been lifted from her husband's shoulder in one respect with the end of his campaign, but there's still a lot of work that they both intend to do.
All good. An incapacitated president is just the whole reason we have a vice president, and Kamala Harris was nowhere to be found today. It's okay. No worries. How insulting to the people of this country that Kamala Harris has completely abandoned her job as second in command at the most critical moment possible, and now we have the White House cabinet reporting to Jill Biden. What planet are we on at this point? This White House is now the picture of American incompetence. It's been that for the past 3.5 years anyway. Pure political misconduct. And in truth, the real reason that Kamala, the vice president, has gone AWOL in this moment is her desperation to untether herself from the worst administration in American history as she tries to run for more power to help her chances coming up here in November. Kamala has now completely abandoned her oath as vice president of the United States. So what? She can hang out with Oprah and pose herself to the country as a fresh-faced change candidate.
We have 1,000 screens here representing people from all over the country.
Hi, everyone.
Can you feel? Can you feel? Can you feel it? Can you feel the joy rising in here?
Can you feel the joy rising in here? Ugh. Last night in Michigan, Oprah Winfrey and a handful of past prime Hollywood celebrities who cared just enough to log on to Zoom for about 12 minutes came together to help prop up the most inept, incapable presidential candidate in American history. Didn't help too much. Kamala still had absolutely no good answers, especially on how she's going to improve these huge economic issues like cost of living. Take a look.
What your plan is to help lower the cost of living.
Yeah, first of all, thank you both for being here. And yours is a story I hear around the country as I travel. And in terms of both rightly having the right to have aspirations and dreams and ambitions for your family, and working hard and finding that the American dream is, for this generation and so many recently, far more elusive than it's been. And we need to deal with that.
It's been about 45 seconds. Did you get an answer yet? Nah, a lot of filibustering nonsense. Kamala actually ended up answering, her actual answer was announcing again her plan to go after price gouging. After all of that nonsense, she just said, those evil corporations are stealing your money, so we're going to go after price gougers, which, of course, has been the Democrats' scapegoat for the financial crisis that they have created and that she was the tying vote, breaking the tie for. Vilifying business, chasing the illusion of a mass price gouging scandal out there that they swear is happening. That's why you can't afford anything. It's those big, nasty corporations. Well, this will do next to nothing to actually improve the cost of living crisis. They know that. Of course they know that. They just don't care. After all, this is a race to November 5th. What happens after that is completely inconsequential. You think they care about what they do to you after they get their power? Of course not. After Kamala gave the couple from Pennsylvania no answer at all, Oprah then teed up a central casting question by a young black woman who wants to buy a house. This flows, of course, perfectly into Kamala's brilliant plan to skyrocket the cost of housing in this country even further by giving every first-time home buyer in America $25,000.
I want to move out next year and potentially buy a home. And I'm concerned about the affordability of one.
You are working hard, you have goals, you have ambitions. And so part of it is, again, the $25,000 down payment assistance. Part of it is what we need to do to also push back against a very different vision for our country. Because look, in this election, there are two very different visions for our country. One, for me, that is focused on the future, including you, and another that is focused on the past.
Another great answer. Here's how I'm going to make the already insane cost of housing go even higher. And now ask yourself, aren't you ready to look to the future with me instead of the past? I'd say at this point, most Americans are looking back at years like 2019 with very fond memories. And the thought of spending the rest of this decade with Kamala Harris in the White House is frankly terrifying. When Oprah got to immigration, we found the same canned answer yet again, and the still hilarious claim that the southern border is all Trump's fault.
I have prosecuted transnational criminal organizations for the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings. I take very seriously the importance of having a secure border and ensuring the safety of the American people. He'd prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem. And he has put his personal political security before border security.
Oof. Oh, man. It is scary to see what they're capable of actually saying with a straight face. They destroy your country by inviting an invasion, sitting back with the popcorn for 3.5 years, and then just before the election, they try to clean it up and they blame Trump for the entire thing. This is what they are capable of. They can lie, lie like a dog. The end of Oprah's brain-dead Kamala telethon came with even more of the Veep's never-ending and totally meaningless blabbing, probably the thing she's most talented at, taking a question and turning it into a 7-minute non-answer, painting a picture of optimism and American greatness as her policies have shredded your quality of life. Here's how it ended.
We love our country. I love our country. We take pride in the privilege of being American. And this is a moment where we can and must come together as Americans. Americans, by character, are people who have dreams and ambitions. The people before us understood that one of the greatest expressions, which includes freedom to make decisions about your own body. So this is a moment where we stand knowing what we are fighting for. We're not fighting against. It's what we're fighting for.
Thank you. Thank you. Madam Vice President.
Can you imagine if we let this woman run the country?